So we're going to talk about some undefined terms. There's three undefined terms that serve as the building blocks of geometry. And the idea is before we start making a square, which has four equal sides and four right angles, it'd be tough to define what a square was if we didn't have lines, angles, a plane that we can draw the square upon. So there's these fundamental building blocks of geometry that everyone has to agree can exist and do exist, and then from there we can build the rest of it. So let's take a look at the three building blocks. So the very first one is a point. So a point is just a location. It has no size. It's denoted as like a little circle, but we can't calculate the area of a point. It has no area. You can see the notation, just a capital letter with a dot next to it. And it's the most basic building block of geometry. Now, if I have a whole collection of points, what we call that is a line. Now you see this line is called line AB with a line, and you have to have the arrows over it. If you forget an arrow, the arrows over it, it could be a line segment or array. So make sure you put it on both directions. And I could also write that line AB as I could write it as BA. Just flip those because it runs infinitely in both directions. So A to B forever is the same as B to A forever. And yeah, it has infinite length, but it has no thickness, so it's wafer thin. And the last one is a plane. So that's the surface which we'll be doing all of our geometry upon. So it's a flat surface that extends infinitely, and it has a length and width, but it's no thickness, right? So it's just think about it as a sheet of paper. And planes can run in any direction. So we think about planes as like maybe a flat surface like a desk, or maybe something we can project upon, but planes can go in any direction. And the way that we write it is kind of, it looks like that parallelogram, and it has that cursive script letter in the lower corner of it. Okay, so with those basic shapes, we should be able to create most everything in geometry.